Hello Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here coming to you from the digital studios of Market Club. Well, Thursday's the big day, of course. The Fed comes out, may increase interest rates, may not increase interest rates. No one knows for sure. And does it really matter at this point in time? Well, looking at the Dow, the trend is clearly down in this market. You can look at our trade triangles. You can see they're pretty much on the negative side. You can see we're getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So the market's getting ready to do something. We still think it's going to be on the downside to follow the major trend on the monthly and the weekly. Resistance is going to come right above 16,600. I think it's going to be like a brick wall. You can see it's hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's been reversed. I don't think it's going to go through there. The other thing to look at also in this rally, or this sort of non-rally, is the fact that you're not seeing any volume increases. These are all decreasing volumes, so indicating the price is sort of gone higher, but it's also gone higher on lower volume, so not necessarily a good sign. But again, you want to look at our trade triangles, and they're both negative. Let's move on. Same pattern on the S&P 500. You can see we've been declining volume, again just coming in here. Same pattern, just up like that. Resistance coming in right around that 1980 level, a little bit above that 1990 perhaps, and just really kind of chopping, but the volume is just not there. Just not there. No enthusiasm to push this market higher. Again, in that situation, you have to rely on the trend, and the trend clearly right now is on the downside. We're looking at the Nasdaq, and that's at 55, indicating a trading range is where we are right now. But look at where we are on the RSI line, which is right here. You can see that we're right up the 50 line, indicating this is where resistance should come into the market. Again, a monthly and weekly still negative. It's not so pressing on the downside. However, I think this is going to reverse, and we're going to see a push on the downside. Let's see how that plays out. We still think the euro dollar is going to improve against the US dollar. However, it's had a little two-day pullback here, a little negative here and outside the line, which is a negative engulfing line. If closed lower today, that'll confirm this is a mini top, and we may see more of a pullback, maybe down to the 1120 area. So let's see how that works out. This is crude oil. Again, we still think the pattern is right along the 50 line. You can see it moved higher, and then it sort of just ran out of gas, or it's regained itself. And you can just see this is where it's support coming in right here, and it needs to jump over, let's say, probably the 46 level, which is right here. I think if it were to do that, then I think you'd see another move to the upside potentially. But again, the weekly is what you want to watch along with the daily. And the daily turns green, you want to be a buyer. Gold, well, what can you say? Nobody's interested in gold. It's minus 100. All the trade triangles are red, indicating lower prices. It's just sort of wallowing along. And what seems to be the pattern here is that it will go along for a while. Just to give you an illustration, it'll go along for a while, and then it'll just boom, boom. So I think potentially we could get back to this 1,080 level we talked about. That's going to be a major support for this market. But again, there's not a lot of interest in this market at the moment. So the best thing I can say is be patient and be disciplined, because there will be some great opportunities coming up in the quarter. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching today, and every success trading. Ask about any market and get an answer. Only for members and only from marketclub.com.
You can find Adam Hewison as a regular contributor on Bloomberg, Business News Network, CNBC, and Fox Business News.